Hey nerds, Jar Jar Warrior here, serving to you a dark day for all capital G gamers. Yeah, I know. I saw the news. When I woke up this morning, I was feeling so elated. I got some yogurt, blueberries, mixed it up, it was delicious. One of my morning routines is hopping on Twitter. I think it's important to dive into the cesspool first thing in the morning so that the rest of the water seems clean. I came across this tweet here. Let me tell you. Jeff Bezos is doing what my dad did in 1996, leaving me to the store to go get cigarettes. And just like my father in 96, he's gonna ash it out on my tongue. I know he will. And I couldn't help but wonder, hey, he could almost fix the servers in that time. So this video was intended to say, hey, we got a month left. This is what they should change. And now that we've got 2, I want every goddamn change I talk about in this video to be incorporated into the final game. Without further ado, let's pitch a tent and cuddle up. I want to put this in the kindest way possible. The PvP is dog shit. I'm serious, man. I'll have PvP permanently on. And 4 of the 5 people I encounter will tuck tail faster than a 12-year-old at his first communion. And for you folks gasping there, I was born a Catholic and have the therapy bills to prove it. You know, a lot of folks turn on the PvP to get the 5% bonus experience instead of the challenge of player versus player, which is what I'm after. And they can fix this in a couple ways. I think the best way is potentially a chase mechanic, or have the running skill be leveled. Meaning, if you're running from a PvP encounter, you're slower. And if you're running towards a PvP encounter, you're faster. The other option is leveling running, where running has its own level. The more you level it up, the faster you are. Another issue is the PvP system kind of overall, or really the lack of players in it. You know, there's not really that much of a reward for going into PvP. It's only 5% experience. One of my buddies recommended a great fix to this, and I want to share it here. Have a forced PvP area, kind of like the wilderness in Runescape. Imagine a promised land where honey and milk flow like water. Loot lay in the land lorded by us. A travel of love, lust, and honor. And then a level 60 comes and puts you in a comatose. Increase resources, more loot, more of a reason to have PvP turned on and force those kind of encounters. Beautiful. Another issue I have is a lack of risk and reward when it comes to death. Listen, I get it. Some of you dainty flowers just want to craft and pick herbs all day, hoping that you'll get a clove of garlic. I personally don't play games to experience real life. I game to have my dreams and goals be moved a mile further every inch I get closer. So like buying a house if you're a millennial. I want this game to punish death more and reward putting your life at risk. If I die, I want to lose stuff, experience, items, loot, levels, faction standing. I don't want to just have to repair damaged armor. And more importantly, I want other people to suffer when I get them. In short, I want the game to wrap its hands around me and give me the Carlton reach around, praising me for my heroism and daring courageousness. The 4th concern I have is the lack of an overall combat level. Look, I'm looking at this guy. He's level 40. I'm level 20. I'm scared to fight. Fear and cortisone flush my body. And then I kick his ass. I'd like to know the combat levels of all the players. RuneScape had a nice system where they had an overall level and a combat level. I don't know what should go into it. It can incorporate the masteries, number of PvP kills, faction level. It would also be helpful for company leaders. When they're filling out the war rosters, it's nice to know who has more practical combat experience. The final change I'd like to see is actually pretty minor. More of a quality of life change. The trading system, pardon my American, could use a bit of work. My biggest grief is that you can only buy items which are sold at that specific post in that specific settlement. I want to be able to sell something in Everfall and have some asshole in Weaver's Fin pick it up for 15 times the price. Would also balance the global economy. And I get that trading is localized in the real world. I don't know what to do. Maybe hire Michael's ass and get him onto a horse and chuck him between towns. Again, the trading isn't major, but I'd like to see it worked on. And don't one of you in the comments say you want a mount. There's too much shit in this game for us to be hopping on a horse. One of the few games that I think actually rewards foot exploration. It never feels empty. Well, I want to thank the New World developers for taking the extra time to make this game truly what they envisioned. And incorporating community feedback only leads to better game design. But don't you guys lose vision of what you wanted just because little Billy over here wants a horse. Well, I feel like we've accomplished a lot this session, and I want to thank you for tuning in. Seriously, from the bottom of my heart, the amount of love I got on the first video, I really appreciate you guys. So if you like this video, go ahead and click the like button. Do you have a difference of opinion? You're wrong, but still put it in the comments. And if you guys want to see more videos like this, hit subscribe. Well, that's it for today, folks. Thanks for tuning in. Catch you later, nerds.